like it. It's a nice adaptation to the idea of having burst. It's just a lot of magic damage.
Yep, generally it can be problematic for them. They're going to be looking towards Y, and that minus armor really coming in handy. That's from a pretty much 100 to 0.
Kill him or control him before he gets 6, right?
Speaking about killing, they want Bog. Gonna be using the Burrow Strike. It's only level 1, so really not that much range, but enough for them not to go forward. Very nice usage of the dead shot, and maybe Malady will finally be taken down, but he's all alone. Nope, he's gonna be taking them down, tanking everything and allowing for the Terrorblade to come close, and of course, stealing the Wisdom Shrine as well. On the other side, Tide around the mid lane, maybe to go for Quinn. With Shiro being in position to do the damage, maybe they will just have enough. Going in, Dragon Tail connecting, silence as well, and they do get the kill. Beautifully done by Tidebound. The other supports, and that's, I don't know if that's going to be changing. Sand King, they need some vision for him. Dust will be used, but Bach goes to the other side. He did dodge the dust in 12 seconds. He's gonna have a sandstorm once again. Goes to the low ground. The chase is on. Ravage available if they want to use it, but they need the chase. He's gonna be going for a TP out, and that's gonna be forcing out the Ravage. At least something for Bach. He might try to deny himself. In the end, that's not gonna be successful.
We'll go on Ace here, by the way.
He is all alone. Blink stun. Will of Wonder being used as well. Silence from the Muerta, and they should be able to take him down without the Ravage. He cannot protect himself. Epicenter in the end, just not time to survive. Definitely wants something, and finally Ringmaster will get caught. He's gonna be using Tame the Beast. Escape Act being used, gets himself away there, and some heals will be coming through. Also protected by the Crimson Guard. It is gonna be Tinker that dies first. Quinn, he really doesn't do any damage to that Crimson, and Bach showing that his item choice is again perfect. Fast farmer.
Absolutely. Mid lane, Tofu.
They're gonna go on him. Impalement Arts after the stun from the DK. Tamed the Beast. Shiro also comes in with some of the spells. And
skirmishes. They might even go on Quinn here.
They're gonna try. Blink, DK stun, Wheel of Wonder being used as well, and the calling as well there. Even the defense matrix isn't going to be enough in this place. In this game, they're gonna be seeing a career from Y, but they don't want to be killing this Muerta any longer. Gonna be looking towards nothing to slay. Sleight of Fist chains. Let's slow down their Bach. He instantly TPs in. This is the protection with the Crimson Guard. In on him, Crimson Guard now is going to be popped. They maybe just wanted that spell to be used. Threatening with the Epicenter, hasn't used it a single time in this game.
TS, he's jumping in.
He went very deep with the Tinker. They want to finish him off. Double defense matrix, and he's still gonna die there. Will of Wonder keeping in place. Ravage is gonna be connecting onto all of them, and the Terrorblade from the high ground. Bach, he doesn't have vision for him. Finally, somebody's coming closer, but where's the dust? The Sand King will just be fine. He tries to get away. Maybe burst strike to the high ground. He does make it out. And Sleight of Fist not gonna be there in time to get the connection.
Mid lane smoke.
Deep toss onto the Tinker. Defense matrix way too late. They're gonna be going through it with the damage, and the stuns will last long enough. Now Ace gets close as well. Gonna be using the pipe. The body blocks being used. He doesn't have the face boots right now. Will of Wonder being used. Cookie doesn't get him away from it. He's still gonna be looking at it. It does expire, but in the end, the dead shot takes his life. Sleight of Fist win. We talked about it. He is just not that strong. Watson gonna be joining in on the fight. He has an Orchid. Nothing to say. Instantly pops the BKB. He'll be fine. At least for now. Shiro very low, doesn't want to fight, and they feel like this could be their opportunity. The Cookie does connect, nothing to say. Luckily for him, he still has his BKB, and there it is. Bach finally joining in on the fight, just walks to an Ember. They take him down with ease.
With the Nullifier, like he almost completed it. And this is a massive, massive item this game versus the Tinker.
Yeah, your defense matrix isn't going to be that big of a deal. Planet trying to survive there with a Glimmer Cape. Misses and Tame the Beast now. Wheel of Wonder being used just to keep everybody else
Shiro.
at bay. Shiro will get ravaged. They do have the connection there, and with the silence, Mortimer's kisses, they will finally get the kill. Now going onto the poor Ringmaster as well. He was trying to at least get Tofu down unsuccessfully. He's going to be around mid.
Bot lane Quinn.
They want him. Wants to push out this wave. Gonna get stunned up. Nullified as well. Unreal that they caught him once again. Tinker gonna be TPing in just to die as well. Yeah, he's not taking that much damage. Warflare pushing back the Dragon Knight. Ace thinking about getting closer. Does have the Ravage. BKB TP out. There was no other way to survive. Nothing to say.
Yeah, when I saw those travels, it's easy to kill him. But Planet is also not an easy kill here for Ace, is he?
Well, He is gonna try either way. Escape Act being used. Mortimericus is from afar. Escape Act will expire. He does use the mech. He's surviving for a pretty decent amount of time somehow. Still alive, not for long, of course, will die on the other side.
The back.
They do find Tofu, so we'll be able to get him down. Now looking towards the Terrorblade. He's the one with the Aegis, so even if you kill him, it's not that big of a deal. He did use the Metamorphosis, so he definitely would help. Why? Going for a TP out after he got sundered, and nothing to say, not allowed to get himself away. Didn't have the BKB. Finally, why? Will die. As Ace uses the Ravage on the 3 remaining heroes. They want the cores now as well. Nothing to say, getting his BKB back. That pact being used. There's the Silence. Hero wants to get himself away, and that will not be allowed. The minus armor is there. Terrorblade just needs one more hit, and he will be able to get it from the reflection to secure that one back. Now next on the menu, that is the tankiest of them all, and Quinn doesn't want to allow him to escape, trying to get away. Warplayer will not allow it, and now the Terrorblade is free to get those hits in. Crimson Guard this time around will not help you. Watson gets the triple, and GG break the game apart. And as well, underneath their own vision. What's going to be a great target? There's the Dragon Tail. Instantly, the Tinker is coming in. The Wheel of Wonder. Well, it is not going to be doing too much. Watson, he did pop the BKB. Trying to find a Sunder target and use the defensive one on his teammates if he wants to. From the other side comes Tofu. Scatter Blast, slowing them down. Why? Standing his ground. He does have Pierce. He's going to protect him. And Quinn going in just way too deep. He's just going to get deleted instantly. Into 5 heroes he goes, and that is not a place you can survive.
Would be very risky. Now Ace.
Want him. He's isolated all alone. He doesn't have a way to get out of this one. That is going to be a huge kill just before Roche. He doesn't have a buyback. Tidebound.
That's Roche?
Yeah. Yep. They're nullified, and a dead shot just to finish him off. Things are looking easy for Tidebound in the last couple minutes. Ravage. Nothing to say. They want him dead. They will be able to get him. Tidehunter now making a huge difference, and it's time to run Shiro. Think about fighting BKB TP out is your only play at this moment. Tidebound, they did find an opening now. Bach is next on the menu again. They don't have the dust. They did have one. BKB being used. No TP available. Burrow Strike in a second. Bach, where will you go? You go out of the river, going towards where his tier 2 used to be, and now he's just juking them, taking them for a ride. The scan will be used, but can you find it? Where's the ankles of Gaimin Gladiators?
They have
all
a ward.
of them broken. But yep, he is gonna be going under a ward. Bach now, you know where he is. They do want to catch him. Tinker from the other side.
TP?
Being out. Did he really do this? Bach is just playing this tournament out of his freaking mind.
He doesn't have a buyback. This is very dangerous.
They're looking towards him. The Tinker is peeking in. This time that's connected to Lupar as well. He's going to be in so much trouble. Wheel Wonder being used as well. And also, Tinker is looking towards the wheel, and he will die too. That's 2 heroes dead. Ace will be next on the menu. He just got his Ravage. If you use it now, you won't have 2 of your heroes. You won't have Ravage, but they're all together. Mortimer's kisses Watson. Tried with a damage Bach. Finally going to be going in to save his buddy. Shiro standing his ground, finding Watson. Let's see who's going to be the stronger carry. It seems Watson for now, but he needs to run as his BKB. It is expiring. Right? He does finish off Y, but at the cost of his own life. That Gush was a good snipe, but definitely not worth it.
Another smoke, by the way.
Underneath the scan, instantly they know what's coming their way. There's a refresher on the Dragonite, so that's a double BKB. Gonna have to deal with Planet on the high ground just to get away there. I did connect on him with a sleight of face. Going in, gets stunned up. Win again. Always. He's going way too deep. And next to the wheel, he will die. Now he doesn't have a buyback. The defense matrix protecting Ace. They will put the Lincoln Sphere on him as well. Instantly broken with Bog going in. He doesn't care about your blubber. He's just going to be taking everybody down. The ground is shaking. And GG are dying because of it. Malady, he's protecting himself. But who's going to be protecting Tofu? Bach gets a double stun as well to end the 2 supports too. And that is going to be 4 heroes dead and an opportunity for Tidebound.
This is it for Gaimin. They need to move back now.
A lot of things. Don't use the Ravage. And again, it's Quinn that's going to be caught. He's baiting in for the Ravage. Cookie to the low ground. Not enough. That's too much damage on the Dragonite from the high ground. He wants to kill Tofu as well. Great healing load is being used just to survive. And now without the Ravage, he can chase forward to the Tidehunter. He's no longer a threat to anybody on the Tidebound side.
I think this might be game. Like, there's no Ravage, no buyback on the Ember.
The banner being used. Watson? He is going for a split push.
He's going for probably a throne play. That's the only thing logical here. Yep.
Well, he is going to try to do it, but he doesn't have tier 4. He's going to be losing the Tinker, who doesn't have the buyback. Same is true for the Tidehunter. The throne has been exposed, and you do not have a glyph on GG. His attempted play on Watson, the only thing he could have done is just not going to be doing anything right now. Tidebound, they were in a It's actually a pretty good last pick.
It's in this lane versus the TA, so understandable.
Trying to find ways to be useful. Astral was used.
Look at Watson.
Lane, and that is going to be the rune. Watson is coming over. He wants something to say through the shield rune. They're going for a bushwhack. Did connect. Innocence heading over. Has the aphotic shield. And Watson has gone too far. Kill shot onto all three of them. Almost finishing up the backlines as well. That would have been so cool if he got it. But either way, it is going to be a big fight. Beautiful bushwhack. The position fours are connecting their spells beautifully. But in the end, it is going to be Tidebound that come out ahead.
How hard they're winning their lanes. Sometimes it's like you don't have to keep beating a dead horse. You can just continue on your own way.
See,
Maladich
fighting for the shrine. He's gonna be using the repair bots, and Planet just standing his ground. Laser. It's something that can kill Planet quite easily. He's gonna be hiding in the trees and not gonna be hiding well enough. Maladich will die. Bach will get revenge for his fallen laning buddy, and then
he's not zoned. Bot lane. He might go on Shiro here.
Roar being used. Bushwhack is available. Be waiting for it, and he used it previously, so now it's just gonna be the right clicks. Without the Abaddon in the vicinity, to kill a career will be able to do it, and that is gonna be Blade of Alacrity gone. Why? In some trouble. Bushwhack did connect. He's gonna have the aphotic shield, and it's fine. Tofu has gone too far. Nothing to say. Dragonite is a pretty viable target. Smoke was used in the mid lane, but I'm not sure they're gonna be here in time. TP is coming in, nothing to say, gonna be coming over to help as Dragonite gets short immediately. Shiro also gets the stun off. Hammer is available. Quinn wants to use it, but the shackle shot, he positions himself so well that it does not connect even with so many trees around. Nothing to say, going in, gonna get Astral. They don't have anything. He's gonna be dropping the hammer. Nothing to say, doesn't care much about it now. He's gonna be smart. Maladich is gonna be doing way too much. Repair bots. Too powerful to go forward, nothing to say. Now he has the aphotic shield onto him. They're looking towards the Planet Wind Ranger. Windrun, in these circumstances, not going to be helping you. Tidebound, they cannot find the hero kill. GG, positioning way too well. Tidebound, and they are going to be losing their Bristol back on the bottom lane. Two heroes, more than enough to take him down. Roar, love to use it here just to delay it at least a little bit if they can get it up, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be allowed. The chase is going to be happening. Nice removal on the bushwhack, but of course there's an Astral, and the poor Wind Ranger will just get deleted by GG. They're on top of a trap, so pretty much protected by it. Planet runs away. Windrun will allow him to survive, but this is just, even with only 5 kills, it's just looking way too easy for GG. Planet has been found. Astral does connect. Where's the rest of the team? Watson getting close. GG, they still need some time to come over. Aphotic shield will be keeping him alive. Shackle shot. Oh, he ate the tree there, Quinn.
They do have the BKB, by the way, on the Razor. They have Mjolnir as well.
Let's see what he can do. Blade Mail being popped by Ba, going through the side. Quinn has been found. He's not the one with the Aegis. You want to take him down. He's gonna need to Astral himself. Nothing to say. With the BKB, he's just being destroyed. At least he did bring down Quinn. Now looking towards A. They want him down as well. The Roar was already used, and not too much avail. Planet gets out just in time. Now the aphotic shield. Why is just doing an amazing job just keeping everybody alive. They're gonna have a stun. How do you protect Watson? You have to do it right now. The shot on two of them, and they will have a follow-up stun. They just have to go through the defense matrix, and Shiro is just doing way too much damage. Now it's time to finish them all off, and Tofu running away. This is the squishiest down in all. He will be finding an Invis rune pushed back by strong winds. And Tofu really won't care about it that much, but with the sentry being on the ground, now he is gonna be caring about it. With Bach finishing him off, that boomerang not enough to finish off Innocence, and what a fight for Tidebound. They best one for sure. They were thinking about going towards the bottom lane, but now mid lane is where they want to go. Tofu show himself, and that is an opening. Gale Force Staff tries to get away, not going to be happening now when the stuns connect.
Go through the twin gate. They smoked and they scanned and saw that they were being waited for.
Melody gonna be using another defense Matrix. Does look like he's going to be in trouble, but there's the Astral. He can move Shiro. Taking some hits from the OD. Nothing to say. Now because the OD went there, and he's probably going to die. Nothing to say. Uses the Manta to dodge the attack from Watson that most definitely would have taken his life. Now Ace is next on the menu. The roar was already used. Bog going in. He needs to turn his back, but even with his back turned, he still gets taken out. Watson isolated. Shiro every single time is allowed to do whatever he wants in these fights. All 3 cores gone. Any though? So that really does increase his damage output a lot. Dragonite 20 as well. Those are some big talent timings, really.
You have a good ward here, good vision on the cliff.
Now they're going to be revealing that vision. They're all being used. The silence there for a second. Goes Scepter to protect himself.
Shiro?
Finds down onto the OD. They do have a nullifier. Shackle shot. Everybody moves away and he gets the Astral off. Roar was used. Shiro instantly first. He wants to go forward. Quinn has the Force Staff closer to the river and he will be fine for now. Now the hammer will be dropped. Finally, they do bring down the DK and that is the opportunity to go forward. Why? Next on the menu, he still has his ulti, so can delay this a bit longer when it comes to surviving, but I don't know how you turn it around. Tidebound. Think about making it happen and he can't do it. There it is. SWAT K, Gale Force being used. Just 5 heroes to GG. Only have 3. Watson focusing on the Raxes. They're gonna be gone. Nice shackle shot. Doesn't change a damn thing. Quinn comes in with the Astral just to buy a bit more time. And GG are not done. Bushwhack connects. He's turning his front towards Watson, which makes him an easy target. Pressure is done. We talked about it that fight. It's gonna be returned to him. Astral used as well. Nothing to say. Using his spells. Refresher going forward. He's gonna do his best to do as much damage as he can. And Quinn is dropping low. Shackle shot as well onto the 2 cores. Hammer is gonna be dropped. He does have a refresher. He can do another one, but nobody has died on GG. And they did bring down the Racer. His back coming forward, but even from the back, he's not gonna be able to survive long enough. Abaddon protecting himself with the Ghost Scepter. Another hammer will drop on his head, not killing him. It does look over, however, Lizard. Want him to run away, but running away from your tier 4s and the throne will not be winning the game for you. Things are looking great. GG here in game 2. Hex being used on the DK. Body shield was already used, but he has another one. Nullifier return. Those Lotus Orbs really coming in handy. When you have this much of a lead, it really isn't hard to outplay your opponents, and that will be a 1-1. We are into a decider.
Like, in comparison to what Quinn was playing against yesterday, this looks like a much easier game as well. Like, oh, mid lane, the smoke into a hook maybe.
They're gonna get back. Let's see if he starts off with the Surge or accepts his destiny. That is gonna be him accepting his destiny. They want to give this one to Quinn and continue to do so. But yeah, you mentioned rotations with the mid lane. Nothing to say. Going on to Quinn. The Avalanche does connect. He needs help. He needs help now. And with the toss. Oh, he made a mistake planning. He thought he was going to be connecting on Quinn. They still have the plug rain. Fairy Fire being used. With the 2 supports, they might be enough. That shot connecting and nothing to say. Gets the kill, but falls just the same. The 2 supports here on GG. If they get this kill as well, it's going to be amazing. Uphill miss.
They're moving in with the silencer now on top. Is this another kill?
I know that this is happening. They're going to be looking towards Malady. And yep, he is most definitely dead. -1. Nice hook onto Planet. He has the Dismember. Decides not to use it. I mean, wouldn't have taken his life anyways. Tofu, he's going to be found. Has a TP out. Planet doesn't have his spells just yet. The toss will be coming out fairly soon. And Tofu will be the next one to fall back. They want to be using an AD rune in the river. Might be something that the Silencer gets baited on. And exactly the case. Hooked into the Pudge and will be taken out. Oh, that's very true.
Top lane?
The Pudge is lining up and he just doesn't miss these. Global Silence will be used, trying to get away. Very nice positioning of the wall and the Pudge just can't get away. Planet gets himself away. Now uses the toss. He will die in the process. AA blast off the mark. Nothing to say. He does get clipped by it, but they're not going to be giving it to Ace. Huskar way too good of a hero to have it. Avalanche onto Tofu. Planet gonna be tossing him back. That's a solid way to start off the fight, but he does have the Pierce the Veil and will be fine. They killed the Silencer. There's no Global Silence. AoE blast. It's gonna be going through them, doing a massive amount of damage, and now they've just been surrounded. You need to run. Buyback from the Silencer. You just lost 2 heroes. It's better off, maybe, but so many potentials for GG, right? Hooks can happen. Watson can get the right items. Don't care about the TA. Can continue getting those flesh heaps and those things really. And now they're going for a smoke. Global Silence is available. You can say, show himself. Blink, roar. Underneath the trap. Nice Force Staff. That is going to be what's going to be saving his life. An item from Bach. I'm just going to continue being impressed by the items that this guy is buying.
Absolutely. I was going to say the same thing. How many times do you see a 4-staff on Darkseer? Perfect. And now they're counter-smoking.
No, there's not an A-blast, no roar, and last time, Ace, you did scream wanting to get the kill. Now you're gonna be screaming while you are dying. Malady TP out, will be successful in doing so. Shiro, smoke was used. Coming over, wall will be placed. Watson gonna get stunned up and just demolished by a TA. I mean, there's the Shiva on the Darkseer. There's gonna be one soon on the Pudge as well. Toss back. Marta has been found. This time around, Tofu will not be surviving. He doesn't even attempt for a TP out. Maybe he could have gotten out, actually.
Yeah, they are setting up around mid, though. Maybe a tier 2 tower, maybe even a...
Pudge is finishing his Shiva. Do you think he's going to be buying a shard? I feel like it could be quite useful with the Husker on your team. Roar onto the Razor. This time around, no global silence, and he just kills him. The charge just wants to shove out the waves. Doesn't feel like you want to be fighting Planet. That is the perfect target to just take down. But global silence being used, vacuum. A blast will be flying in, clipping onto them. It doesn't connect as the global was used. Watson, he's being targeted. Watson should be taken out. It is going to be the Razor to kill him. Planet, what a bait, and he still had the Yules to play with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always these low ground to high ground hooks that look very weird.
No vacuum.
Someone needs to go here. Yep.
Without the wall, do you really want to go? It seems that they're just gonna have to let it go. The third throw, Darkseer gonna be revealing it there with the Shiva Ace. Goes onto the Planet Tiny and just takes him out. Pretty nice way to start off the fight. Want more? Right, there is the second roar. Global silence instantly going to be coming out. The nullifier was used. You have to bail out this Darkseer, but Bach being nullified, he's going nowhere. Now forward, Quinn goes in with inner fire being used. He's going to be popping the Satanic, and nobody can fight him right now. They just want to run away. He's stacking so many spears on him, and the dead shot onto Shiro. He's going to be next on them, and he wants to get the blink out. Gets to the high ground. The refraction charge is allowing him to live. We'll see. Oh, that was so close. Left on the Aegis, and that's out. They just decide to leave. A glyph. In Satanic being used forward. There's the hook onto the Pudge. 4-staff Lotus Orb. None of those things seem to be enough to save his life plan. He does get the avalanche and the vacuum was used. They're going forward, but the roar and the A blast, that is a gone Razor. Does have a buyback. Tiny, not so lucky. Now they go with the second roar. One to PA.
Dude, Shiro.
That's too much damage. Shiro, he can't do anything. Does have a buyback as well. Now you do not have your roars. Bog dropping low. He needs to get into the fountain, and he will be fine. Vacuum wall is available. No Tiny to follow up with the stun. The wall will be used right now, slowing them down. Can you stop them from retreating? Dude, just gonna spot you. Well, there's this. Innocence. Run. Stop. You're not gonna run at all. That is a dead silencer. Lucky for them, he does have a buyback right now, does it? There's the refresher on the Razor. That is the big item. We talked about it in the previous game.
Planet.
Change a thing. And there's the second dead shot. Level 20 talent on Tofu allows him. First dead shot for Division. Second one to cancel the TP. Planet, blink away. Still fine. Has 2 greater healing Lotuses. Going through the twin gates. And where's the roar? It's gonna be there in time. This time, they will find him. And he will be finding a way to get out. There's the blink and the dismember. A blast. Gonna make sure that they have more than enough damage. Another hook. Watson this time running for it. Hook misses. Watson will not be getting the connection. Planet avalanche. Oh, tosses only the creep. It's gonna get roared. That is a hero without the buyback. Global silence being used. You have to protect him, and they won't be able to. Dead for 100. Vacuum into wall. Coming back fairly fast now with that talent. Minus 40 seconds on it. But even with the vacuum wall, no avalanche. No way.
90 extra seconds on it.
Even with the rapier, he's tickling the Husker. Okay, Husker there makes a mistake. Gets him down the first time. He still has one more life to work with. Deadshot going through. Gonna be connecting on all 3 of them. Pushing them back. Watson going for a cook.
Roar.
Missing on that one. The roar onto the TA. Lotus not protecting him. Nothing to stay. Using his refresher. They have to kill the TA. Take away her rapier. It is on the ground. Picked up by the Razor. He's gonna be giving it back.
They do get the rapier back, but can't they get a solid team fight out of this?
They have to.
So many buybacks.
Mega's already there for GG. They're so close to the grand finalists to maybe getting the revenge on BetBoom. It is going to be why getting taken down. The supports of Tidebound are out of the way. There's going to be another roar available fairly soon for Ace. Just in a second. Quinn, Crystal Totem through the wall. Gonna be fine. And finally, Watson finds an opening. The Lincoln Sphere gonna be protecting Shiro there from the dismember hook of the Marga. They will be bringing down Bach 105 of the map, and with nothing to say, dying as well, it is time for Tidebound to call it a day. We have our second grand finalist. It's gonna be Gaimin Gladiators.